this business, you will appreciate this. You will earn lots of money. And I ask you, and I ask you something. How much are you earning right now? Are you sure? What did you say? Right now? Not yet, sir. I don't earn yet. So how can I believe you? Show me the money. If there's money, show me the money. Because that's what they call it. Diba? Show me the money. To see is to believe. I do not want to entertain him every day. Sometimes I get scared from him because he is like a shadow. Everywhere I go, he keeps on following everywhere I go. Then one time I still remember when he arrived in the office at the front desk, while he was approaching me, "Sir, let us stop that. Don't say anything." I was blocking him to talk. I don't want to hear anything from you. Please don't bother me. Sir, stop that. On my second week, when he was coming already in the front desk, you know what I did? I told him, "Stay there, don't follow me." And since I am his boss, I am his manager, I'll let you just stay in the front desk. I went to my office. No, I'm the boss. I went to my office, I sit down, checking my email. Suddenly, the phone rings. You know, there's a policy in the hotel. Once the telephone rings, you have to answer it as soon as possible. It's part of good service. And when it rings, when you said, "Hello, good morning. Hi, hotel. How can I help you?" "Sir, please join me in my business." Still, he was, I was surprised. Everything I do, everywhere I go, everything is always following me. And I went out from my office, and I went to the front desk, and I shouted at him, very angry. "I told you not to bother me." I was very angry, but what I have noticed, while I was very angry, he was very angry. He shouted at me. You know what he said? "You know, sir, it's unfair. He was pointing his finger in front of my face. "It's unfair. It's unfair. Why it's unfair?" "Sir, can I ask you something? Have you any idea what we're going to talk about? Do you have any idea?" I don't have any idea yet. "It's unfair for you. Because you keep on rejecting me, you still have no idea. Why don't you try it first? Just try it just one time. If happy you don't like the seminar, don't you worry, sir. I will not bother you again. Because you keep on rejecting me, and still you don't have an idea. It's unfair." And when I heard that, okay. Once and for all, okay, I will try. Because you told me, every day, even you don't like content, I will always invite you. I will not stop inviting you. Okay, I said, okay. This is what happened. I said yes. And what happened to all of you? Because sometimes, not all distributors, there's always no willingness to attend. And when I attended the seminar, I was very surprised and shocked. Ask me why. There's a lot of people, more than 500 people. They are always excited. You know, when you arrive in the seminar late, of course, you will stay at the back. When I arrived at the seminar, I was looking, but there's a lot of people, and everybody was shouting, "Power! Grabe!" And I said, "What is this?" I was shocked because I'm not used to it. Everybody was shouting, "Power, grabe!" And everybody was raising their hands. Very excited. "We are multi-millionaire. We will become multi-millionaire." They're shouting they will be multi-millionaire. And when I look, the person beside me, I look at them. He doesn't look like multi-millionaire. You know, I'm used to it. I know a person, a guy, who looks like a millionaire. I've been working in the hotel. I've met a lot of people. The moment you step in the hotel, I know, even if you're wearing rubber shoes, sneakers, t-shirt, I know if you're multi-millionaire or not. When I attend a seminar, I can't believe these people are multi-millionaire. The seminar lasted for 2 hours. It started at 7 p.m., finished at 9 p.m. And believe me, people, I did not understand anything. Why? Because I am not interested. If you are not interested in something, even if you're a very good speaker, good trainer, motivator, but if your mind is closed, you will never understand anything. Are you with me? The people, every time the speaker shouted, people were clapping, people were excited. Oh, this guy, they are so crazy. And when the speaker told us, thank you very much for coming, I'm done with my presentation. And when I heard that, I stood up. I said, power! At last, you're done with your seminar. And when I'm about to go out the room, suddenly the speaker called our attention. Excuse me. And I look back. Why? Before you go, pardon me, give me another 5 minutes. I thought this seminar was finished already. He told us to give him another 5 minutes because he wanted to call someone who will testify how this business were able to change his life. So the speaker explained the marketing plan, circle. And at the waiting, who's this person that the speaker will call? And that guy he called a formal, we don't have formal education, never finished high school. A former security guard. You know what is security guard? There's a security guard here. What do you call the security guard also? Yeah, the security guard. Who's guarding the building? A former security guard. And he claimed that he became multi-millionaire. And I said, oh, that's not good. And when that guy went out his place, he shared his stories. He told his background, never finished college, no formal education, a former security guard in one of the chain store in Manila, Philippines. And when he said, right now I'm earning 120,000 pesos per month. You know, 120,000 pesos per month is almost $250,000 shilling. Just imagine, this guy with no formal education, a former security guard, he was claiming that he was earning that much. Are you with me? We have read the 120,000 pesos, we will almost double. That's 200,000 shilling. Is that big amount of money? In the Philippines, it's a big amount. And when I heard that, you know what I told myself? That's impossible. That is not true. You know, with my mind, that is not true. That's impossible to happen. Former security guard, 200,000 shilling, that's impossible. That is not true. But my heart was beating. What if it is true? What if it is true? Why? More than 500 people were listening. If you were not saying the truth, you will be in trouble. If you're talking only to 10 people, maybe you can make some, claim that you're earning that much. But saying to those lot of people, you will be in trouble. You know what I did? After the talks, I went backstage and I introduced myself. During the time when I attended the seminar, I'm wearing, a suit, necktie, because that's why I'm wearing my uniform in the hotel. I approached to him and I introduced myself with modulated voice. Good morning. My name is ARNEL. I'm very confident manager in the hotel. And I asked you something. Are you really a security guard? And he showed me the old ID, his old ID. And I showed the agency, the security agency, his name is in it, and it has picture, old ID. And I asked him, how much are you earning right now? And he showed me the photocopy of his check. 120,000 pesos. Almost 200,000 shilling. 240. And I asked him, is that what you're earning every month? And with full humility, he answered back. He said, sometimes 120, sometimes 100, sometimes 160. You know, when I heard that, I want to kill him. Because I was insulted. I am a manager in the hotel, but I never reached that amount. My salary in the hotel In the Philippines, Philippine peso, maximum 40,000 to 50,000 pesos. And this guy, almost triple of my income, I am a manager. It's a big insult for me. You know what I said to myself? If he can do it, I can do it better. Because I am a manager. Are you with me? I can challenge, but if you're first time in the seminar, I did not understand anything about the presentation. But I told myself, whatever presentation is that, whatever kind of presentation or marketing plan is that, if he can do it, I can do it better. And that was the big challenge for me. And I will continue my story. Are you with me? Give yourself a round of applause. I'm sharing it to you just to let anyone. All of us has different background. All of us have also been involved in the business. Some of us, this is your first time. Some of us are employees, unemployed. Some of you maybe are businessmen. Some of you before have been to the other MLM company. We respect that. What I'm saying to you, there's a lot of people after listening to our marketing plan, they're very excited. Tremendous marketing plan, fantastic, great. But sometimes you will be asking yourself, why many people, after attending the seminar, nothing happens? If you will look at it, it's very easy. Our sponsor told us, if it is you, for you to earn, how much the direct much is
1,100, sir. 1,100.
the potential income per day?
48,000
48,000
shillings
shilling per
day.
day. Is that what we promise you? Is that what we promise you? Is this a big amount of money? Yes. For you to earn this amount, all you have to do, if this is you, you have to invite all your friends, those people who are very close to you. If you are a student, you will invite your classmates. If you are an employee, you invite your employee. If you're a businessman, everything who are close to us, these are the people we're going to invite first. But sometimes, it's hard for us because those people who are expecting to join us, these are the people that that will reject us. Do you agree? Now, this number one reason, 48,000 pesos per day, sometimes you will never believe that. It's too good to be true. If you were invited 10 years ago, 10 years ago, it's very hard to convince people to join in global. Because we keep on promising, once you join in global, you will become multi-millionaire. 10 years ago, nobody will believe in us. Because we just starting. So people, it's normal for them to have doubts. But right now, if we will tell you that you will become very successful in this business, we will not talk about doubt anymore because we'll be celebrating our 11th year anniversary. We've created more than 5,000 millionaires already all over the world. In Africa alone, we've created more than 500 millionaires. Meaning, talking about doubt, we will never discuss this anymore. Because what we promised to you, we will create millionaires, multi-millionaires, we have a profit sharing, we have a US travel incentive. What we promised, we delivered that already to our distributors. Sometimes people will not do in global because they are not doubting the company anymore. They are not doubting the company, the marketing plan, or even the products anymore. They are doubting to themselves. That's very important to remind you again, people. If you're still some doubts, that's normal. But you have to remove your doubts. Otherwise, you cannot move. Are you with me? So how can you remove doubt? Because if you have doubt, there will be no action. If there will be no action, of course, automatically there will be the result. We are all focused on the result. Everybody say result. The reason you join in global is because you want to earn money. You want to earn result. So action is very important in this business. And I want to congratulate everyone. Because the moment you keep on doing in global, you are already trying the business. You remove your doubt, then you just try it. Everybody try it. That's what you're doing right now. You keep on trying. How would you know if what we're doing is true or not if you will not try it? Now, look at this. You have to remove your doubt. Okay. this is what happened to me. Even if you know that a global can change your life, many people, they do not want to do the business because they will encounter lots of rejection. Nobody wants to be rejected because it is always painful. I will go back to my story a while ago. After the seminar, the person attended, I was very excited. The seminar finished at 9 p.m. but I was able to go home at 1 a.m. I was very excited because after the seminar, this is what we call meeting after meeting. I met a lot of people with different background. Uneducated, students, housewives, professionals, businessmen. And they're saying the same thing. Multi-level marketing were able to change their lives. I cannot sleep anymore. Every time I close my eyes, I see circle. And when I went home, I'm very excited to share it with my wife. My wife's name is Annie, and I called him Mama. 1 a.m., I was very excited, and I knocked the door. Ma, wake up! Ma, wake up! And my wife told me, Arnel, where have you been? And I said, Power! What happened? Power! I've seen the best opportunity in my life. We have a very big chance to become multi-millionaire. I was very excited. My eyes was, glowing, very excited. And my wife, I am expecting my wife to support me because I want to transfer all my emotion to her, all the feelings. But something my wife, she has no reaction. She just staring at me. And he said, you lack sleep. You better eat. You don't have enough sleep. You're crazy. How can you say become a multi-millionaire in a matter of 1-2 years? You've been working in the hotel for the past 12 years. And until now, we do not own this house. We don't have our own brand new car. And then you will telling me that we will become, you're crazy, Arnel. You better sleep now. And tomorrow we will talk. This is very hard for me. It's very, very painful. Because the first person I'm expecting to trust me, to support me, to motivate me, to help me is my wife. My wife's very close to me. Right now, during the time, I've been married for 15 or 10 years already. Every night we sleep together and she doesn't trust me. It's very painful to me. And I told my wife, Ma, here in this business, we can buy our own car. When I talked to my wife, explained to my wife that we can buy our own car, the reason why she didn't get excited because, what is the side? My wife's family, they are well off in the Philippines. She used to have her own car with driver and sometimes with bodyguard. My wife's family is, very rich in the Philippines. My wife is a general's daughter. Military, she studies a military officer is wow. And when she was no excitement, I told my wife, okay, if you don't like car, we will go to US, America. And when I said that, my wife was just staring at me. Why? Because my wife studied in the US. How can you motivate this person if what I'm sharing to her, what I want to give her, she had that already? It's very painful. It's very hard to do networking business if you were not supported by your family. Your wife, your spouse, your parents, your siblings, very hard. How can you convince people? And I know, before you convince other people outside, the first person you convince is the people inside your house. Do you agree? And because of that, I had trouble. I went to my sponsor. Father, I'm having a hard time to convince my wife. And my mentor told me, whatever it takes, even your wife do not want to join, it's okay. The saddest thing here sometimes, our spouse, our parents, they don't want to join. They're not joining, and then still discouraging us. It's okay not to join. It's okay for them not to join, not to become a member. But do not discourage us. Are you with me? My wife used to work as a manager also to one of the big mall in the Philippines. We call it Shoe Mart. And say Shoe Mart, the biggest mall in the Philippines. There's a lot of humor in the Philippines. And she was working as a manager. She doesn't like to go with me. Every time I invite her, Ma, I encourage you to attend. Leave me, that's the truth, that's illegal, that's pyramiding, that's scam. And my mentor told me, whatever it takes, you have to invite your wife. And one day, I used my skills, personal skills. I told to my wife, Ma, what's that, Ma? Don't go to the office right now. Don't report for office. I said, why? Let's go shopping. Huh? Ladies are like that. If we talk about shopping, they will absent. They will not report for work. When my wife heard that we will go shopping, she did not report for work. And I brought her to the seminar. You know what happened? What's this? If I was surprised before, much more, my wife got surprised. Because that's a lot of people shouting, Power! Grabe! My wife was very angry with me. He keeps on, banging, shopping. I terrible, Because every time the speaker, he was, using this elbow to hit me. It's very painful. And I told myself, if I cannot convince my wife, that's it. I will not do it anymore. I'll go back to my employment. Because even I want to become successful, but we keep on quarreling, we keep on fighting because she was not supporting me, I better stop this MLM business. But God is so good. After the speaker speaks, he called again somebody. And good thing, he didn't call the former security guard. He called someone who is professional, a lawyer, a corporate lawyer in one of the big bank in the Philippines, corporate lawyer, doing networking business part-time. Just imagine this. How do I look the lawyer? Dignified, wearing this costume, we call it barong, just very, wearing black shoes, black pants, speaks so well, lawyer. And he shared his personal testimonies. And the last thing he said, I will say everyone, I know some of you have a better life already. Just remember this. Whatever riches, whatever result your parents have, that's not yours. You're getting me? When my wife heard that, after a month, my wife resigned from her job. Oops! But before that, after 2 months, I resigned also from my job. We both went full-time in full-time level marketing. When my father-in-law, my relatives, friends, heard or know about what we did, they told that, Arnel, you are crazy. Why did you leave your job, a very decent job? Why did you resign to do that multi-level marketing? You're crazy. The sad part, even your wife, you convinced also your wife to resign from her job. What will happen to my grandchildren? And I told my dad, I'm not crazy. I've been working in the hotel for 12 years. And if I'll stay for another 5 or 10 years in the hotel, my life will never be the same. My life will be the same again. And my father-in-law knows. I'm staying for 3 months, and again, I will be promoted sa higher level of managerial position in the hotel. I did not accept that offer. Ask me why. Because that person I'm going to replace until the time, he doesn't own his own car. He doesn't own his own house. Meaning, what is present, this present situation is my future. Why will I treat that position if I know that it will happen to me? You're getting me? And good thing, after 4 months doing this business, I reached the highest position after only 4 months. That position is manager position. Equivalent to global ambassador global. After 9 months, I was able to buy my own car, brand new. After a year and a half, my monthly income averaged to $250,000 pesos per month, which is how much? 1 million, $500,000 per month. It happened 20 years ago. After 1 year and 9 months, I qualified for profit sharing and U.S. travel incentive. For 5 consecutive years, I was qualified for travel incentive. 5 consecutive years, U.S. travel incentive. I'm very excited. Why? My former company, our marketing plan, based only on stair-step. Stair-step only, but I can, I create tremendous result. With me, with the company, one of my uplines is Francis Miguel, the owner of this company. One of my brother line, cross line, is Mr. John Aspirin, one of the owner of this company. One of my cross line also is Georgie Gonzalez. Upline, we have the same uplines. Georgie Gonzalez and John Aspirin, we have the same upline, which is Francis Miguel. Are you with me? So that you have an idea where when I just started, with what company I belonged before. Now, what is saying this? Our marketing plan is only stair-step. The reason I'm very excited, because stair-step is only part of the marketing plan of A Global. We have direct referral bonus, we have matches bonus, we have UED level. Meaning, if we can do it in our previous company with only one way of earnings, how much more in your global? We have 6 ways to earn. That's why I believe if we can do it before, you can do it here better in a global. Are you with me? Are you with me? But before that happened, I encountered this. I experienced this. And this is what you are experiencing right now. Even you're just new in A Global or been in A Global for 3 months or 6 months. Because rejection is always here. Even your top earners is always here. We have to accept the fact that rejection is normal. This is the reason I've been in the business for almost 20 years. And every time I interviewed people, the reason they quit this business because they cannot handle rejection anymore. You have to accept it. That's part of the business. Everybody say acceptance. Acceptance is very important. Maybe some of you heard or know somebody who was a cancer. You know what is cancer? A problem with health. A cancer patient. The first time you will know that you have a cancer, what will the cancer patient do? She cannot sleep. He cannot eat. He keeps on crying. I have cancer. I'm dying. But you heard something. You heard that somebody who has cancer right now, even she knows that she has cancer, she can smile already. Why? Because she accepted the fact that she has cancer. And this mindset, her mindset, since I have cancer, I will accept this already. The remaining of my life, I will spend it with my family. I'll do good things. I will serve my church since I'm still alive. You know what I mean? In A Global, the same. If you are a distributor, and if you cannot accept that there is a rejection, you cannot sleep. You cannot eat. You will always cry, why my friend rejected me? Why my neighbor, my best friend, my relative, why did they reject me? But many distributors right now, like our top earners, every time they was rejected, it's okay. They accept this part of the business. You don't like to be rejected? There's a solution. Do not invite. You've been rejected for so many times already. Even when you're still young, you were rejected many times in our life. Rejection is very normal. Even our top earners right now, earning multi-millions of shilling, very successful, they have plenty of cars, they own their own house. Until now, have you heard of Joseph Lim? Our top one? Until now, Joseph Lim is still keep on inviting people. But not everyone wants to join him. Just imagine, top one, and still he was rejected. How much for those people who just started the business? So there's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with the earners. It just so happened, we are talking to the wrong person. The solution here is to look and find for the right person who are interested to join our business. Do not spend more time to those people who are not interested to join our business. Otherwise, you're killing yourself. You don't deserve that. Invest time to those people who are very interested. And mind you, believe me, that the business will go slowly, slowly. Now, here's the thing. These are the people close to us who will reject us. Classmates, office mates, co-workers, friends. These are other networking company. Of course, if you will invite those people who are joining other company, they will tell everything against our company. So these people, that's normal. Stay away from them. Are you with me? Now, it's a good thing. You're very excited. Why? Because all I apply the SWT next. Do you know this? Some will join you. Some won't join you. So what? Always go to the next person. Invest time to those people who are interested in our business. You call someone, hey partner, hey friend, I have a good opportunity I want to offer to you. And you met, you present the business. After 1 hour, 2 hours, while you're presenting the business, your prospect, you know, she's nodding, he said, wow, good opportunity. Wow, nice product. When you heard that to your prospect, what's the normal reaction, your normal reaction? You get excited, yes. I think she likes the business. Eh? Oh no, she said, yeah, it's okay. Oh, if it's okay, do you want to join? Join? No. I don't have money. I'm not interested. It's good, but I don't want to join. Just imagine you invested an hour or two to present the business and that people will not join. What would you feel? Feel bad. What will you do? You will talk to your upline. Upline, please encourage me. Please motivate me. Why? I was not rejected. Because I was talking to this person, he listened to my presentation, but at the end of the day, he did not join. I failed my presentation. I failed the presentation. Because sometimes our thinking, for that presentation to be successful, the person you're talking should join. If they will not join, don't call it a failure. Because you can think that you just make some practice only. You did that just for practice. You always win. Every time you talk to your prospects, even they don't join the business, you're always the winning. You're always the winning side. Because that's only a practice. Because I do believe, even our board of directors will present the business, even our top earners will present the business. If we are talking to the wrong person, they will never join. Even you are good in presentation, you know everything, and you're talking to the wrong person, they will never join. And this is the good news. Even you have just joined in Global, a few days ago, last week, just joined last week. But if you are prospecting or talking to the right person, they will join. Because some people, they are not looking who is not presenting. They are looking for the opportunity. Are you with me? So, meaning, sometimes you feel that you're doing some failure, don't call it failure. Because that's only a challenge. Failure, fear of failure. Our mindset, sometimes, it's bad to fail. Because of our mindsetting, especially in the Philippines, we were conditioned that, oh, son, do not do this, do not do that. Do not go to the stairs. Don't climb the stairs. If you fall the stairs, I will spank you. And sometimes people, those things that are not, those things that are want to do, that's what we do. In the school, if you take some exam and we fail in the exam, you will try. I failed the exam. Don't you worry. Failure is part of success. Do you agree? Most of people who became very successful in this business, even in outside world, those people who became very successful, they are the people who failed not thrice, not twice. They failed so many times. Are you with me? Failure is not the opposite of success. Always remember this. Failure is part of success. The more you fail, the more you will learn. You will learn from your failure. The founder of Honda Motors, his name is Soichiro Honda. You know what he said? Success is 99% failure Guys, if you fail in your life, in your employment, in your business, in other networking company, it's done already. What's important in our life is the present. Forget about the past. Forget about the past. Always, stay with the present. Are you with me? Every time you fail in your presentation, it's okay. You learn from that. Are you learning? Are you learning?
Yes.
Now, look at this. It's not how many times you fall. It's how many times you stand up every time you fall. It's very important. I failed in my life for so many times. And God is good. Because I know, even I fail, as long as I know how to stand up again, I'll still become successful. Let's be frank. Let's one another. Can I ask you something? What is the main reason why you joined A Global? A Global in Kenya. What's the main reason? Not only in Kenya, everywhere you go. The reason why you will join A Global, you will buy the global package because you've seen the potential income. All of us are focused on money. Some people say, why you are always talking about money? Money is bad. Money is evil. Money is bad. Money is evil if you will not do it in the right way. Money is very important. How important? Money is not the most important thing in this world. But the lack of money affects the most important thing in this world. In Manila, Philippines, 70% to 80% of the reason why couple separated, they keep on fighting because of money. The moment you wake up, we need money. Food, tuition fee, transportation, every time we move, we need money. Good thing about Global, at first, listen to this, don't get me wrong, the reason why we're talking money because this business. But one good thing about Global, if you are just a newcomer or new in the business, we will concentrate more on money. We will chase money. But later on, you will see the difference of Global. I'll say to you, time will come, I'll tell you, do not chase money anymore. Ask me why. Because money will chase us. Money, result will always follow if you will do the right system. Not only money. Money is very important, but as we go along, money is only a paper. It's very important. We will teach also our distributors the right value. That's why Global is very stable because at first we concentrate on money because it's business. As we go along, we have a separate trainings, motivations to tell people that don't chase money anymore. There's a lot of money in Global. You do Global very seriously, money will over. Do you like that?
Yes.
Now, the reason why you join Global because you've seen there's a lot of money, in Global. We're offering you time and financial freedom. What is time and financial freedom? Financial freedom, every time you go to the mall, your decision is always sometimes based on how much money do you have in your pocket. Even you see this nice suit, nice shoes, nice bag, you go to the restaurant, sometimes our decision is always based on how much money do you have in your pocket. You like the very nice suit, or you want to eat this good food, but you don't have money, you can buy that. In Global, once you become financially free, you can buy anything you want. You can travel anywhere you want. Are you okay? What else? You have to invest time to save time. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why you are here, you are now investing your time. Many people, after joining a Global, nothing happens. Yes. Because they thought, after buying a global package, that's not enough. Because being a member is only your license so you can invite people. The primary number one investment here is your time. You're sitting here, listening to us, that's your investment. And when we say investment, that's what we call ROI, or return on investment. Why Global? Of course, when you join Global, you will become your own boss. The company is giving you a blank check. Just work for it. Any amount you want to earn, just work for it. You can get it. In A Global, there is no employee-employer relationship. All of us are equal. Your upline, the management, the board of directors, we are not your boss. We are all business partner. Is that good? This is your own business. It depends on you. How you do it. But one good thing, you will become your own boss. Speak of money. To earn money, either you become an employee or businessman. Employees, they're working 5 to 6 hours per day, 5 to 6 days a week, 8 hours per day. Very hard working. They wake up very early. They stay late night. But the person who becomes successful is the man who is the businessman. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the thing. You work very hard, but always remember this. As long as you are working for somebody else, forget about your things. Are you with me? Now, in A Global, automatic you are a businessman here. What else? If you will build a business, there's a lot of requirements. Capital, experience, and skills. And all business has a big risk. Number one, competition, calamity, human factor, and that's the risk if you're a businessman. In A Global, only one-time capital. Very small capital. Experience and skills, even you are uneducated, no formal education, even you're not good in talking, you can become successful in this business. Are you with me? There's no risk here. Unlike in traditional business, there's always competition. Here, there's no competition. You have to support not only your upline or downline, even your brother or sister line. You have to support this because you're working in the same company. What else? Second, you can apply the law of leverage. The best law. What are the secrets why people became very successful? Multiplication of time to others. According to John Paul Getty, one of the billionaires in America, I would rather earn 1% from the efforts of 100 people than 100% from my own effort. Because if something happens to you, you cannot function anymore. But if you are doing multiplication of time, like what we're doing in A Global, even if you're not good in talking, but your downlines, they're very good in talking, even you know only a little people, but your downlines knows many people, you can multiply yourselves to them. Okay? It is a portable business. Everywhere you go, as long as you have, for sure, you can present the business. Everywhere you go. Portable business. Equal opportunity. You know what happened after my training in Manila? I was got surprised because this, grandmas. Normally in the Philippines, if you're a grand already, you just stay at home. And maybe your children or grandchildren will take care of you. In A Global, just imagine, I was surprised because these grandmas, they're attending my seminar. Equal opportunity, even their age, still they are working. They cannot do the presentation everywhere you go, but they have downlines. Just imagine, equal opportunity. Her name is Benita Brunola, 74 years old. Every time I visit the office, I always see this grandma. Every time she purchases products. Imagine. So those of you who are very young, don't complain that you're tired already. This grandma, she never complains. Because many of these people go, no, I'm tired already. Nobody believes in me. They don't have money. Do not complain. Look at her. And she was promoted as a silver executive. Just imagine. She was promoted as a silver executive. And soon, and very, very soon, she will be promoted as a gold executive. Can you imagine this grandma? She will qualify for our profit sharing, use family incentive. It's a big choice for us. Meaning, equal opportunity. Again, if she can do it, you can do it better. Helping business. If you want to be successful, you have to help your downlines get what they want. And automatically you will get what you want. Now, look at the people. I'll go back to my story. After attending the seminar, do you remember what happened? After 2 months, I resigned from my job. Why? Because every time I reported in my office, in the hotel, my mind is not in my job anymore. My mind is not on the hotel anymore. My mind is, is flying. I'm thinking about my prospects. I'm thinking about how to do one-on-one, to do home party. It's unfair the hotel. That's why I resigned. I cannot go to all my prospects because I'm occupied with my job. So I resigned. When I resigned, I was very excited because I will have enough time, full time, to visit my friends, prospecting what I did. I go to this place, OPP here, OPP here, OPP there, product demo here, product demo there. You travel a lot. Wow, man. Keep on talking to so many people, but nobody wants to join. Nobody wants to join. And there's so many, and that's what happened. It looks very easy, but every time I present the business, nobody believes in me. Have you experienced those things? It looks very easy, but if you're talking to your prospect, they will never join. Of course, if that happens, I went to my upline. I told him, bro, please motivate me. Nothing's happening. Remember this? I called him bro or brother. I don't call him upline. Because I cannot do that. Because I still feel I am the manager. Are you with me? And he's my one who's going to start. Brother, please tell me, what's the secret? It's very hard time for me to convince people. There's a secret. And my upline told me, sir, there's no secret. No, tell me, there's a secret. What? Sometimes, I got jealous because these people who doesn't have formal education, students, they have big groups. I'm a manager, a professional. No, I don't have downlines. Show me the secret. He said, no secret, there's a system only. What? There's a system. Oh, tell me that system. Show me the system. Teach me the system. And my upline told me, sir, this is what you're going to do. If you really want to become successful in networking business, this is a system. What is the system? Sir, if you want to become successful, you have to follow everything I say to you. You have to follow everything I teach to you. I cannot do that. Because I am his boss. And my upline told me, sir, if we are talking about networking business, everything you say, everything. I said it again. If you want to become successful in networking business, he told me, I have to follow him, correct? If we are talking about hotel industry, everything I say, everything I teach, he will follow. Because I know what I'm doing. But if I want to become successful in networking business, my upline told me, sir, you have no choice. Again, people of Kenya, do you want to become successful in Global? Yes. I cannot hear you. Do you want to become successful? Yes. Then you have no choice. You have the choice, but you have to listen. You have to follow my instruction if you want to become successful here in Global. We know what we're doing. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this 10 years in Global, total 20 years as a networker. And when I heard that, okay, I will humble that. I'm saying this before because some of you, this is my first time here. I don't know anyone from you. Maybe some of you here are professionals, businessmen, they are very well up in your career. I respect that. This is what you're going to do. I respect your profession. If there is a doctor here and I am sick, I will consult you because you know what you're doing. I need your help. If there's an architect here, I want to build a house, I can consult you because you know what you're doing. In Global, we've created thousands of millions already. If you want to become successful, here in global, you have to listen to us. Are you with me? So this is very important. The humility. Sometimes very hard to listen, to follow somebody that you doesn't know. But you have to trust us. Be humble. I know many of you have been in other MLM company already and you've attended so many trainings. Actually, to tell you honestly, right now, what my topic, you heard this so many times from different speakers. This is normal. But I would just want to remind you. Are you with me? Everybody say, be humble.
Be humble.
Tallest building in the world is located in Dubai, called Burj Khalifa. Many times I've been there. Every time I go to Dubai, I always visit here. Because every time I'm in Dubai, I can see the whole of Dubai. Every time I went to this Burj Khalifa. Do you know that? How tall is this? Almost 1 kilometer high. 1 kilometer. The strength, this is very stable. Otherwise, nobody will go there if this is stable. Are you with me? The stability of this building depends how stable the foundation. Do you agree? The stability of the building depends how strong the foundation is. This building represents our dreams. The bigger the dream you want to have in global, and the cars, money, the deeper the knowledge, skills, and attitude you have. Because if you're not knowledgeable in what you're doing, you can easily collapse. Imagine the building, no foundation. If it wins, it will collapse. If you don't have knowledge, skills, and attitude, if you will encounter some rejections and discouragement, you can easily fall. That's why you have to build knowledge first. What you're doing right now, every time you attend trainings, you are building your foundation. So that when you go out, you will not just easily fall down. Every time you encounter those inconveniences, challenges, obstacles, and discouragement. Are you with me? So have a good learning attitude. Why? When we talk about networking business, do you know that attitude is more important than skills? Skills is very important. But sometimes, even if we will teach you all the skills, but if you have attitude problem, you will never listen. And when we talk about networking business, attitude is more important than education. I will say it again. If we are talking about MLM, attitude is more important than education. Because sometimes, those people who are more knowledgeable in their career, sometimes these are the people that cannot do in global. Because those people are very intelligent, they're very hard for us to teach them. Are you with me? So you have to empty your mind. Our mind is like a parachute. You have to open it. Our mind is like a parachute. It's better used if it is open. Because even if you're a parachute, you're in the airplane, and you jump, you do not open your parachute, you will die. You will die. Okay? It's like our mind. Even I teach you 1 hour, 2 hours, if you teach one day, but if your minds are closed, you cannot understand what I'm saying. Learn the business as soon as possible. It's very important. Learn the business, OPP, demo, NDO, especially NDO. Why? If we keep on inviting people, presenting the business, we know the fact that not all will join us. If that happens, NDO is very important. You have to attend NDO at least once or twice a week. So that when you feel discouragement, every time you can hear NDO, you will be motivated again. You will feel burnout. Okay? Next, after having a 85% of attitude, the next thing you have to do is you have to believe in what you're doing, in what we're doing. The moment you join in global, your belief is 100%. Anyway, Kenyans, I respect your religion. Many of us are Christians. Some of us are Muslims. We respect your profession, your belief, or your religion. But I do believe there is no always early. The moment you step in this room, even you are not 100% convinced to do in global, the moment you step in this room, or the moment you join in global, there's vision for already. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Do you pray? We always pray, Lord, give me an opportunity. I want my life to change. I want a better life. Lord, please help me. But our good God, He will never come down from heaven, going here to earth to give you money. Our good God will do everything so that our prayers will be answered. And I do believe in global, this is the answer to our prayer. Do you agree? This one, I want to share with you one of the verse I really touched my heart. For I know, Jeremiah 29 verse 11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and aid you through. See? Plans to prosper, not to harm, to give you hope in the future. And I do believe in global is one of the answers to our prayers. We are legal, moral, and ethical. We are helping people. Once you do it seriously, I do believe you can become multi-billionaire here in England. Amen. So when we say believe, 100%, once you join in global, 1%, you believe that you will become successful here. Do not make any doubt. Because doubt is like this. You know what is balloon? Balloon? A balloon, it represents our dream or our belief. A balloon, if you will, the point is, even a small thing that you will put in the balloon, it will burst. You know what I mean? It's like belief. If our belief, if just a little doubt, your belief will burst. That's why your belief should be 100%. Do not say that when you go out here, but I think I cannot do in global. I think and I can feel I cannot be successful in global. If you will say that, congratulations. You will never be successful. Because you say that already. Our thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to action. And your action can create either negative or positive result. So from now on, always think positive. Don't never ever say that you want to do it. You have to believe it. 100%. Be careful in every word that comes out from your mouth. Because there is power in word. Do you agree that there is power in word? Yes. I cannot hear you. Do you agree there is power in word? Yes. Everybody touch your head. Everyone, touch your head. Touch your head. See? There's power in word. 1 million! 2 million! 3 million! Million of blessings. Amazing. So as a networker, always think positive. Say positive. I used to do this. Every time I conduct trainings, I want my audience to participate in what I'm doing. Every time I ask people, power, you shout, grabe. When I say grabe, you said, power. And I ask you, do you believe in yourself? You answer back, yes, I believe. Let's try this. Do you believe in yourself?
Yes, I believe.
In full conviction. Do you believe in yourself?
Yes, I believe.
It's very important. You have to feel it. Last, do you believe in yourself?
Yes, I believe.
Because once you believe in what you're doing, there's certain energy that push you to do the right thing. I believe in myself. It's 100%. When you go home, after this, go to your house, look for a mirror. Look at the mirror and talk to the mirror. You said, wow, I'm so ugly. I'm so ugly. You know what? If you say that you're ugly, you feel you're ugly. And if you feel you're ugly, your confidence level, your self-esteem will slowly go. That's why, ARNEL, LIMPIN, automatic. Every time I see a mirror, I'm talking to the mirror. I said, wow, you are so handsome. so handsome. I don't care. If some people say, but I am not handsome, I don't care. Even what they do, so I don't care. I'm not affected. I believe that I am handsome. And if I am handsome, I feel I'm handsome, I'm very confident. The way I speak, the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I'm confident. I'm so, so lucky because I'm so handsome. Those people will not clap their hands, will not become successful. You want to become successful? Let clap your hands. Anyway, I said, belief is very important. It's very important. Number one, believe in God. Second, you have to believe in the company. Do you believe in the company?
Yes.
Yeah, the company, we are in the business for almost 11 years now. Actually, that's not a joke. We're 5,000 millionaires, multi-millionaires. Come May 14, we will be celebrating our 11th year anniversary. It will be celebrated, it will be done, it will be held in one of the biggest arena, not only the Philippines, but the whole Asia, which can accommodate 55,000 people. And this is our 3rd year anniversary already. Thus, we held our anniversary in Philippine Arena. 2009, 10, 9th anniversary, 10th anniversary, 11th anniversary in Philippine Arena. Board of Directors, John Aspirin, Francis Miguel, Dr. Cabantol, they are not just an ordinary businessman. They are networkers. If you will combine their experiences, Doc Ed has 21 years experience. Francis Miguel, 24. John Aspirin, almost 21 years experience. These three, they have almost 70 years combined experience as a networker. They know what they're doing. We have Vice President Georgie Gonzalez and myself. The Board of Directors and the Vice Presidents, we have more than 100 years combined experience as a networker. We know how to make people multi-millionaire. You have to believe the company. What else? We have a live foundation. Part of our sales automatically will be sent, it will be given to our Alive Foundation. Our founder of Alive Foundation is Dr. Monica Manton. Every time there's an earthquake, there's calamity, there's flood, automatic our Alive Foundation, automatic helps those people early. Okay? Believe in the company. We're the best company in the year 2016. And recently, March 26, we were won this place, People's Choice Awards, Best Global Company of the Year. It's very important. Your company is very stable. You have to believe in our products. The strength of the company is not only based on the recruitment side. We should have a very effective, unique products. Do you have very good products? Is it effective? Yes. You have to use our products because it's much easier for us to share our products if we ourselves are using our products. Believe in your products. Believe in your upline. Okay. Francis Miguel is one of my upline. Okay? He's one of my upline. Believe in your upline. Follow your upline. But be careful. Believe only, follow only your upline if they're teaching us the right way. If your upline is teaching you the wrong system, the wrong way, do not follow your upline. How would you know if your upline is teaching you the right way? The teaching should be always based on the company policy. If they violate the company policy, do not follow your upline. You have to protect your company, even your upline. It's not teaching you the right thing, do not follow your upline. B. 1 million. 1 million. 2 million. 3 million. Are you learning?
Yes.
Believe and follow your upline if they're doing the right thing. But this one, be thankful to your upline. Even your upline, they change. Transfer my. I have a hard time. Be thankful to your upline. Even your upline changed company. Even your upline changed, they went back to employment, wherever it is. If even your upline is not active anymore in A Global, be thankful to them. Because they are the ones who introduce you to this business. Guys, whatever life I have right now, I am very thankful to this guy. His name is James. He is my direct upline. He is my employee staff in the hotel. Actually, this photo was taken 2001 in Canada when I qualified for Canada incentive. He is my direct upline. Because of that, because of him, I will experience the life I am experiencing right now. I'm thankful. I love my upline. Whatever life I have right now, everything, I owe this to this person. It's good. Why? Because of his persistence. It's good. And this is one of our mentors. One of our top line, the late June. Anyway, be thankful to your upline. Respect your upline. Follow your upline if you're doing good. But do not abuse your upline. Don't abuse. Because sometimes, upline, you do this, you go there, you talk to me up, the downline. It's like your upline is your slave already. If your upline is very supportive, and always give support on you, be thankful. But that's not the job of the upline to give you everyday support. The duty of the upline is to guide you. If your upline cannot teach you anything, go to your next upline. Are you with me? Be thankful to your upline. Upline, look at me. All of your uplines, your downlines are looking at you. Do not show if you are down, if you have problems, do not go to your downline. If you have problems, you go up. When you are down, you go up. When you are up, you go down. If you are motivated, inspired, you meet your upline. Share the motivations, inspire the motivations, inspire your downlines. But do not go to your downline if you have troubles. Are you with me? Yes. Always power, grabe, downline, you're multi-millionaires. Even you feel hungry already. Power! Do you do that? I know you do that. I know you also do that. Okay. Be thankful to your upline. Believe in your downline. It's very important. The moment you invite people, your downline, you as an upline, 100% that you believe in your downline. Otherwise, if you don't believe in your downline, why did you invite him? It's like this. Upline, I want you to meet my downline. Well, look at my downline. You know what? He doesn't have any potential. For me, looking at him, he will never become successful. If you think he will never become successful, why did you invite him? At first, if you do that, you have wrong intention. The reason you will invite him because of money. Don't do that. The moment you invite your downline, the right intention, the right thinking, you will make this downline multi-millionaire. Because if your downline and your left group and your right group, they will become multi-millionaire, you have no other choice but to become multi-millionaire also. Believe in your downline. Once your downline felt that you believe in them, your downline is so. If my upline believes in me, I have to believe in myself. It's number one. You have to believe in yourself. Don't get jealous if somebody is very famous, good to speaking, very rich, multi-millionaire. No. All of us are unique. Do you agree? Yes. All of us are unique. There are right now, total 7.5 billion people population. In 7.5 billion, no one have the same mark. You are not unique. Do you know that you are all a champion here? Yes. But there's no malice. We are all champion. How many cells do we have? Trillions of cells. million of sperm cells. Out of the million of sperm cells, we became champion because we are the one who made it. Are you getting me? Just imagine how many cells you keep the fighting, kicking, and you become champion. You become the person you are right now. The moment you're the moment you're here in earth, you're champion already. That's why I'm saying, if you were born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, it's your fault. Because right now, whatever is situation right now, who made that situation? Do not blame the government, your parents, your school, the environment, because of your situation right now. Whatever situation right now, you are the ones who make the decision of that. Believe in yourself, because you are a champion. Do you believe in yourself?
Yes.
Yes, I believe. Do you believe in yourself?
Yes, I believe.
Always remember that. Yes, I believe. Are you learning?
Yes.
Now, after attitude, believe, sir, I have a very good attitude and I believe also in what I'm doing. Will I become successful now? No, not yet. Because success is a process. Can you say it again? Success is a process. Not enough for you to have a very good attitude. It's not enough for you to become successful. It's not enough also that you believe in yourself. After having attitude, good attitude, belief, commitment is also very important. Many people were asking me, everywhere I go in the Philippines, even in other countries, Mr. Limpin, you are the Vice President. Can you teach me how to become successful? What? Say it again. Teach me how to become successful. You know what? The how will always follow if you know your why. Don't ask me how to become successful. You should know your why. Because how is very easy. It's very easy to understand the marketing plan. In one sitting, 2 days, 3 days, review the products, review the marketing plan. It's very to understand our marketing plan. Our products is very easy to understand. It's very easy to invite people. But if you want to succeed, ask yourself why you're doing in global. And I tell you, friends, do not do in global just for yourselves. Because if you're doing in global just for yourselves, and you will experience challenges, obstacles, rejections, discouragements, you can easily quit. Do in global for the love of your family. Are you with me? That's why whatever it takes, do in global whatever it takes. There are level of commitments. I will try, I will do my best, do alliance in global whatever it takes. When we say whatever it takes, no complaints. Why the seminar is too long? I'm hungry already. I want to go home. Why the speaker is too boring? Why my company is like that? Why the company is like that? The products, why is that? You complain, don't complain. Always remember this, there's no perfect company. There's no perfect upline. Even there's no perfect downline. Don't complain. Don't complain that you're hungry, you're tired, you experience traffic. Even if you are not yet here in global, you have experienced those things. You experience traffic, hunger, boredom. But in global, even you experience long training, uncomfortable, it's okay as long as you become successful. Are you with me? Who among you here wants to go to heaven? Raise your right hand.
Yes.
Of course. Who among you here wants to die? Not yet. What is that? Who among you here wants to become successful? Are you willing to pay the price?
Yes.
Pay the price, not complain. Attend trainings, invite people. Have a good learning attitude. You have, who among you here know how to play chess? Do you know what is chess? What are the components of chess? What are the... We have pawn, what else? Bishop, rook, king, queen. Correct? Horse. Question, not me, people, those who know how to play chess. Have you experienced, who is the highest position in the chess? After the king, who's next? Queen. Have you experienced while playing the chess, your queen were eaten by the opponent? Why did you allow your opponent to eat your queen? Your queen is the highest officer. Why do you allow that? Why? Sometimes you have to sacrifice your queen to save your king. You getting me? Have you experienced during playing chess, your queen were eaten by the pawn? Pawn. Pawn is the lowest official in that game. Why did you allow? Because sometimes you have to sacrifice your queen to save your king. The same thing with a global. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your friends, loved ones, relatives. They will mock at you. They will laugh at you. They will say, they will tell you, and sometimes very, but to our ears, it's illegal, pyramiding, succeed that. Sometimes, you will sacrifice instead of joining or instead of going outside, making some mall, watching movies, go shopping. Sometimes you have to sacrifice those things to attend trainings. Guys, the same thing with the global. Sometimes you have to sacrifice those things to save your dreams. What you're doing right now, this is for your dreams. We are talking about dreams. And if you are talking about dreams, do a global, whatever it is. Are you learning? Where are we now? Kenya. Here in Kenya, maybe some of you are neighbors. Maybe some of you are neighbors. Can you sit with the person beside you? Can you look at the person beside you? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Do not allow this to happen. That one day, today is what? April 6. Okay. April 6, 2017. Do not allow that the only person who will become multi-millionaire here in global is the person beside you. I'll say it again. Do not allow that the only person that will become multi-millionaire is the person beside you. If the person becomes multi-millionaire, you too have to become multi-millionaire. Because one of the people that will happen in our lives is the feeling of left behind. Just imagine, both of you are attending the seminar. Then the person beside you continue this, doing global seriously, and you will become successful, and you quit. What will happen? 20 years from now, 30 years from now, one day, you have children, and your 3 children are friends. Then one day, your child, around 7 years old, 8 years old, will go home. What do you call your papa? Father? Daddy? Papa? Who is papa? One day, your child will go home. Papa, Papa, Papa! Oh, son, where are you? Papa, I just went to the house of my friend. You know, Papa, my friend's house is too big. Their family is very successful. They always travel abroad. They have a very convenient life. You know, Papa, why my friend is very successful? His Papa, my Papa's friend, joined a global. And until now, is in A Global. That's why they have a very successful life. Because his dad is a distributor of A Global. That's why they have a very comfortable life. And you know, Pa, I heard also that his Papa, you see, they attended A Global. You know, Papa, he's very lucky because he continued A Global. And I heard also, you will get involved in networking business in global. So sad, Papa, no? You did not continue. Because if you continue in global, maybe also us, we have a very decent life. If you join in global seriously, and you do it seriously, maybe right now, what my friend is experiencing, we can also experience. How will you answer your son? Hey, you know, son, I know that. Hey, global? Yes. I attended the 2017. Kenya, RC, and their speaker is the Vice President, ARNEL, LIMPIN. Innocent, the reason I did not join, or I did not pursue, I did continue in global, son, I am contented already with my life. What if your son tell you, Papa, are contented with your life? Why you did not even ask your children if we are contented with our life? We always transfer from one place to another. We always transfer our house. We keep on transferring school because we don't have money. You and Mama always fighting, quarreling about money. Hindi, Papa, if you did in global, all of us have very comfortable life now. I'm saying this, everyone, my friends here in Kenya. This in global is not only for you. What you're doing right now, this is a preparation for your family to have a better life. Do not do in global just for yourselves. Because if you do this for yourself and you encounter problems, you just be comfortable, you will live with. Think about your family. Believe me, if you talk about the family, no one can stop us. I want to share to you why I became very successful in it. Allow me. This is my family. My wife, Annie, Marian, Adrian. This photo was taken 2001. 2011. 7 years ago. This photo was taken 2011 when I sent my son to New Zealand to finish his schooling. Okay, my name is ARNEL. Before I became very successful, we were 8 in the family. I had 3 brothers, 4 sisters. I came from a very poor family. My father, with no formal education, his job is a bread maker, baker. My mom, my mother, no education, no formal education. Out of 8 in the family, I am the only person, I'm the only child who finished college. That's how my parents, my family was very poor. How I finished college? At a very young age, 10 years old, I talked to my parents. I told my parents, Mama, Papa, I want to finish my college. And I know you cannot send us to school because of our situation. And I understand you. I do not blame you on that, but I want to have a good life. So, I have to go to our church. I'm a Catholic. When I was born Catholic, I went to our parish church, our priest, and I said, Father, I want to finish school. Can I stay in this church? I became an altar boy. And our parish priest, are you serious? Yeah. I want to save money for me to go to school. Our good parish priest, okay, stay here. You know, I clean church. I sell candles, everything. Just imagine, very young age, 10 years old. Just imagine that. I grew up alone. I know how to cook. I've learned how to cook, to wash, everything. I grew up alone. I sell everything, the church. I saved money, I studied, I graduated. Then after graduation, I left the church, I worked in the hotel. To cut the long story short, I don't have a very good childhood life. What you're seeing right now is now, but my childhood, very good. I experienced a lot of many things in my life. That is one of my motivation. I will not allow my children to experience what I have experienced. Are you getting it? That's why rejection, discouragement, not very good luck. Because I have the deepest reason why I'm doing this. When I was able, because God is good, I'm able to work in the hotel. The only problem in the hotel is not abnormal. It's abnormal. Holidays, birthdays, it's good to be with your family. But we never experienced that because in the hotel, once it's holiday, I was always in the hotel. Every Christmas, every New Year, I have to call my son. Hey son, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Wait for me son, I go home tomorrow. After Christmas. I have no time freedom for my family. When I saw smooth telegram marketing, that's the reason why. First time my son experienced, I'm with him every time we celebrate Christmas. What is saying this? All of you have different situations. Some of you have children. Think now, your children. Think your spouse, your parents. The moment you think their situation, you will be motivated. You must know your deepest reason why. This is not just an ordinary business. I'm so corny or, dramatic. Sorry for that. I just want to share with you the experience. It's okay with you. Because I know all of you, every time you say power grabbing, keep just smiling, but at the back of your mind, some of you until now, you're not earning it. Some of you have loans, some of you have debts. I know all of you have different situations. But that situation, whatever problems you have now, that's only temporary. Especially right now. We have the best opportunity, a global vehicle for you to get your dreams. Are you with me? So again, do a global whatever it is. What is my commitment? Commitment is very important. Not only sharing this business with you. I'm committed. I have a very deep commitment. You know what I stayed here for almost a month. This is the longest experience that I'm away from home. Do you know that on March 25, my mother-in-law celebrated her 80th birthday? We have 1 year preparation for that birthday. My mother-in-law. Even my brother-in-law from the States, they flew to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. The surprise, my mother-in-law doesn't know that we will be having a big party for her. 1 year preparation, and suddenly, don't end. Told me, Nel, you have to go to Africa. Lagos, Abuja, Kano, Uganda, and Kenya. Look, can I introduce that? March 13. Look, we have a very big event, March 25. We'll be celebrating my mother-in-law's birthday. Look at this is the point. And I thought, we have a commitment here. And I do. March 13. I'm going back home in good health. That's my commitment. That's the commitment. If we, the management, the board of directors, and I myself are committed to share my stories, just a little, motivate, inspire, train you, I will share that. Because whatever it takes, or whatever it takes, we have to lead our distributors. That is so good because my family is very understanding. I sent some videos to greet my mother-in-law. And I know, any day, I can declare a holiday. And I come back, and I go back, and I don't go now. There's another party. So double celebration. Guys, if you will hear that we sacrifice a lot to help you guys, maybe you can commit to help you. Maybe you can also commit yourself. You getting me? That is how good our company is. We have to sacrifice something to gain something. Sacrifice something. That's the reason why Big Global is very successful right now. Because we know how to care for our distributors. Because we ourselves became a distributor also. Are you with me? So do a global whatever it takes. The company, board of directors, and management, we really, really love our distributors. We love our distributors. So good news, every year we travel, every year in the States, Canada, Europe, Japan, everything. This photo was taken last year when we went to Japan. Every year we travel a lot. Even my family knows how to do this. They road. Are you learning? Okay? Now, next is discouragement. Sometimes if you are good, even if you have a good learning attitude, your belief is very high, you're committed, people will still have emotions. So that's why we want to remind always our distributors. Even you are so motivated, you will experience this discouragement. Discouragement is the hardest part in this business. And if you will check the reasons why people, if it is the hardest while doing in global, what is the easiest thing to do? Do you know what's the easiest thing to do? This is the easiest thing. To quit. Sometimes people chose the easiest thing. That's why after joining global, you feel uncomfortable, let's quit. Because they cannot handle discouragement. When I get involved in little business, I ask my upline, what is the easiest thing to do here? Learn the business. If that is the easiest thing, what is the hardest thing? Discouragement. If you will interview, if you will survey, if you will survey reasons, if you will survey reasons why people quit in global, because they cannot handle discouragement. Now I will teach you how to handle discouragement. Are you ready?
Yes.
Number one, some people say that this is the hardest. Sometimes it will benefit you if you know discouragement. Example, this is you. Then you're very lucky because all people that you want to invite, they join the business. Doesn't happen. Because we're influenced. Every time you invite people, they join the company. If that happens, you will earn a lot of money. Then this guy, your downline, did the same. After joining global, invite people, invite, but not all people will join him. He will encounter discouragement. The next thing he have to do, he will go to you. Upline, please motivate me because I experienced lots of discouragement. Question, how can you motivate your downlines if you did not or do not experience what he had experienced? Do you know that the people were very good in motivation, inspiration, or a good motivator, a good trainer was those people who experienced a lot of rejections, those people who had a lot of discouragements, because they can transfer their emotion. They experience what you have experienced. Are you with me? Now, how to avoid discouragement? Number one, do not entertain any negative thoughts. Any negative thoughts. No negative as an word. You have to train yourself. All negative should be transferred to positive. Do not entertain any negative thoughts. Second, this is true. You cannot live a positive life with a negative mind. You want to create positive results? Create, condition your mind to be positive. Second, avoid talking to dream stealers or stay away from negative influences. When you say negative influences, not only friends and relatives, anything. Go to the mall, spend more time with the TV, anything. Those people, negative people, we call that dream stealers. And for those people, sometimes who are very close to us. Do not fight them. Just stay away with them. I'll tell you something, and this is the reality. Do you know that some people, they are not wishing you to become successful? Because once you become successful, you only prove to them that you are right and they are wrong. If you become successful, you show them that they are failure. Do you know that if you can buy your own car because of A Global, imagine this. Once you have your own car in A Global, they will never see your car. What they will see, they don't have car. I'll say it again. When you have your car, they will never see your car. What they will see, until now, they doesn't own their own car. So they will do everything to pull you down. A lot of my friends, I even invited them, and when they heard that they became successful, some of them just scratching their head. So don't allow anyone to steal your dreams. They are not the one who will pay for your bills. So number one, they're not the one who will pay for the tuition fee of your son, who will pay for your food. They're not the ones. So how will you handle that? Accept now. It's normal. Don't take it personally. Master your emotion. This is very important. You cannot control the things that happen to us, the things that are happening in our surroundings. If it rains, you cannot control the rain. Earthquake, fire, drought, you can control that. The one thing you can control is yourself. How will you react? Are you with me? So, let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say, you're talking to your friends. Hey, my friend, I have a very good opportunity right now. Then you present, you met, you share the business, and while sharing, your prospect told you, okay, that's very nice. Can I join tomorrow? Huh? If your friend tell you that he will join tomorrow, what would you feel? Yes, power. Tomorrow, 3 heads. Okay with you? Wow, 3 heads. Next week, I'll make it 7 heads. Is it okay with you? How would you feel? How would you feel? Yes, power. 3 heads. Excited. Maybe tonight, you don't have decent sleep. Your body, yes, I have a wedding tomorrow. Very excited. Then you met somewhere. Your appointment time is 10 a.m. Then 9:30, he's coming, he's not okay. It's already 10 o'clock. Nothing arrived. It's already 11 o'clock. It's already 2 o'clock. Do you get mad? No. Because you cannot control your downline. What you can control is yourself. How would you react? Accept the fact that even your friends promise they will come, they will attend, they will join. It's only promises. If they change their mind, respect them. Do not get mad. Control your emotion. I experienced that problem many times in my life. They promised me, and I keep on waiting, nothing happens. It's good, okay. It's part of additional to experiences and collecting experiences. Because every time I encounter those situations, the moment I train my people, my downlines, I have many topics to share. If you will not experience those things, how can you motivate your people? Are you with me? So don't be emotion, master your emotion. In reality, in global leadership, it's like a horse racing. You know what is horse racing? In horse racing, it is the racetrack. It's an oval, racetrack. There's a starting line and finish line. Once the gun, say bang, the horses were running. Some of them, they run fast. Some of them, they run slow. It doesn't matter if they run fast or run slow. As long as you are running on the right direction, you will hit the finish line. Do you know that even you get away from your horse and you walk, just walk in, still, you will reach the finish line if you're running in the right direction. In A Global, some distributors, after 3 months, they were able to buy their own car. Some of them 6 months. Some of them 1 year. Some of them 2 years before they can buy their own car. Regardless, when did you buy your own car, as long as you continue, what we're talking here is you have your own car. You came first, it doesn't matter. I run continuously, I reach the finish line. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you are, as long as you're continuously running on the right direction, you will surely reach destination, which is success. Are you with me? Doing global seriously. Right system, you'll be surprised. You'll become successful. Just continue. Be consistent. Everybody say be consistent. It's very important. Consistency. Excitement. In global business, in people's business, learn how to smile. Smile is very important because we're inviting people. It's very hard to convince people, to invite people if we are not smiling. Learn how to smile. How can you smile? The moment you wake up, smile and say a prayer. God is good. God is great. Smile, say a prayer. Something good will happen to me today. Something good will happen to me. God is good. God is great. And you see the blessings. Glory. How can you smile? This is one of my secrets. I always count my blessing. All of us has problems. Do you know that your problem is nothing compared to others' problem? Maybe your problems right now, they are the dream of other people, that your problem will be with them. That's the problems. Do not cry and do not complain that you have no shoes. Do not cry and do not complain that you have no shoes. Remember, many people, they doesn't have any legs at all. Or they don't have feet at all. You have legs. Don't complain there's too much laundry. Some people, they don't have even clothes to wear. Don't complain there's a lot of, dishes to wash. Many people, they don't have decent food at home. Count your blessings. Many people are complaining you have a problem. Why you are so blessed? Why you are so blessed? Many people are right now at the back, outside. They keep on dreaming, still dreaming. You're so blessed because right now you are starting now to get your dreams. You are now starting to get your dreams. Are you with me? So count your blessing. Are you okay? And last, be focused. Everybody say be focused.
Be focused.
Focus is very, very important. I know here, not only here, many places, they're not focused in one company. I tell you now, just saying this, you can serve two masters at the same time. You can serve two MLM at the same time. Because your credibility will be affected. If you share this company, if they will not join, you will share another company, people may think, where's your loyalty? How sure are you? How can you teach NTO if you're not believing in what you're doing? Because if you believe in what you're doing, you will never entertain any other company. Your credibility, your values. Are you focused? Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll say it again. I've been in the business in global almost 11 years. Total experience 20 years. I've noticed, I encountered so many distributors who are not focused. They will earn money, but temporarily only. Are you still focused? Are you sure? Everybody sit down properly. Everybody sit down properly. Everybody raise your right hand. Are you focused?
Yes.
Everybody raise your right hand. Everyone. Good. At the count of 3, you write number 8 in the air. See? Many of you are not focused. I said, at the count of 3, write number 8 in the air. Some of you, I'm not yet finished counting. Some of you, they're doing this already. Because you are not focused. Could Put your hands down. In global, we have a very simple system. That simple system will help you to become a multi-millionaire. But even when we have simple system, many people do not become multi-millionaire. Simply because they do not follow the simple instructions. We tell you that only do this, only do that. This is the way how to present. This is how to recruit. You change the system. Very focus. Raise your right hand. At the count of 3, good. Write number 8 in the air 5 times. Now there, you are still in the development and you're practicing. What did I say? At the count of 3, write number 8 in the air. How many times? 5. Very good. You're listening. How many times?
5 times.
At the count of
3.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
People outside, people in the back, are you ready?
Yes.
At the count of 3, huh?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Congratulations. Is that easy? Yes, because you're focused. Sit down properly. At the count of 3, draw a circle using your right foot. At the count of 3. Hard-headed. At the count of 3, using right foot, draw a circle 5 times clockwise. You know what's clockwise? How many times? 5. At the count of 3. What do you do? Draw a circle. Using right foot. Are you ready?
Yes.
People at the back, are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Congratulations! Is that easy? Because you are focused. Sit down properly. Raise your right hand. 1. At the count of 3, do both together. Number 8 in the air, circle using your right foot. Do it both. Same together. Same time together. Same at the same time. Do it at the same time. Number 8 5 times. Circle 5 times. Are you ready? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 1. Give yourself a round of applause! How you doing? Huh? Some said them. Some people, you know, your eyes are rolling. The simple example. You can serve your master at the same time. If you want to focus in global alone. We have only one name. If you will keep on transferring to one another, to compete to one another, you're destroying your name. Guys, do it seriously. And that's our global system that I'm teaching you. Of course, it's up to you to follow because you have freedom. I'm here, traveling to the Philippines, to share to you our system. Easily, you have to change that. Believe me, if you're very serious in this business, you too, you have to be very serious. Are you learning?
Yes.
Focus. Follow one course until success. Now, this is my last topic. It's very quick. Number 1 skills, make a prospects list. It's very important. What is a prospects list? A prospects list. List of people who may or may not join you. Shoot for at least how many? 100 names. Everybody knows at least 200 to 300 prospects. This is part of the job. A daily business routine. We say daily, everywhere you go. Highlights the top 10. Top 10 prospects. You have lots of prospects. Highlights 10 prospects. Identify the first few. The first 2 you will contact. That's important. That's your one left or your one right. Okay. What is prospect list? Everybody is a prospect. Every person who you know is a prospect. Every person a prospect knows is a prospect. Every person you have ever met and will ever meet is a prospect. Every person who walks, talks, and breathes within 10 feet of you is a prospect. As long as they're breathing, they're a prospect. And don't go prospect as you go. Everywhere you go, do prospect. What's the problem with some of these? What are the some problems of the distributors? Prospecting, invitation. But do you know that the invitation may solve all the problems of the business?
Yes.
I'll say it again. An invitation may solve all the problems of the business. Are you with me?
Yes.
Please cooperate. When I read this, you sound right. Are you with me? When you have no appointments, as loud as you can. When you have no money, as loud as you can. When your team doesn't invite, when your team doesn't sell, when your team complains, when your team loses the dream, when your team has no excitement, when your big guy disappears, when somebody quits, when you are down, when you think about your family, when you want to help somebody, when you want to be somebody, when you want to win, when your team wants to win, you invite. Invitation may solve all the problems of business. So if your down is complaining, upline, I am so tired. Invite. Upline, I am hungry. Invite. Upline, traffic. Invite. Upline, I'm dying. Give yourself a round of applause. 1 million! 2 million! 3 million! 1 million! Power. Grabe. Okay. The invitation. Types of invitation. Telephone, online, or personal invitation. Okay? Tomorrow, I will discuss this further. One-on-one, home party, house meeting, office presentation. After you presenting the business outside, after you do one-on-one, home party, your next goal is to invite them to the office. And once they were in the office already, there are some rules. Number one, what's that? You have to support the speaker. Every time you conduct trainings, you have to support the speakers. How? When the speaker asks something, you answer back. When the speaker says, some jokes, you laugh. In B1, if you need to clap, you have to clap your hands. Because I believe that clapping, it creates positive energy. Every time we laugh, it creates positive energy. One good thing about A Global, you always attract positive things. 1 million! 1 million only. Okay? Cell phone, no cell phone. Do not talk to your seatmates so that your prospect can concentrate in what we're doing. And I tell you, this is the first time I encountered everywhere I go. These are the distributors' experiences. You are the most focused in the trainings. All of you are listening. Sometimes I'm not used to this. In every place I went through, all the distributors, they shout like they're dying already. They know, you were very attentive to me. And I asked our staff here, is that normal here in Kenya? And our reps told me, yes sir, it's normal because those people, these leaders in Kenya, they want to absorb everything that you will say. And I'm very thankful for that. And thank you. I really appreciate. Sometimes those people, they're very, very noisy. These people, I read it's normal. Maybe they don't like me here because they're very quiet. Those are they're all excited. Listening to you. Are you all excited?
Yes.
Do you learn something?
Yes.
And do you want more?
Yes.
Don't you worry. Those people who are now, you want to separate the business. Don't you worry. I'm just starting. Okay. Those who want you can quit if you want. Tomorrow, another training. Okay? And wait for my training during our SAGE nights. Another training. 3 days training here. Okay? Are you with me?
Yes.
Conduct meeting, apply ABC rule. Okay. What is ABC rule in MLM? It's ABC rule in MLM, meaning of ABC. A stands for advisor, this is you. Upline, board of directors, training team, top earners, marketing speakers bureau, office. Anything that represents our company or the products, that's what we call advisor. Who is Bridge? Bridge, that's you. See, you are a customer, client, or prospect. Now, it's very important this slide. Why use the ABC rule? For those who still have not mastered the skill of presenting the marketing plan and other training sessions. Of course, if you are new in the business, you got scared. How can you convince your downline? At first, you cannot present this. You need the help of your upline advisor. Why use the ABC rule when communicating with people who are close to you? That is true. Sometimes your neighbors, relatives, if you will invite them, they will not believe in you because they know your situation. They know you have money problems. Okay? When the background of customer is better than yours, example, your downline is much wealthier than you, your downline is developed experience. Like what happened to my upline. When I went to the seminar room, he introduced me to his upline because he cannot convince me because I am his boss. Before you bring your customer to your advisor, you must give your advisor the following information about your customer. Don't just bring your prospect to your upline without saying anything about the background of your prospect. Okay? Bridge must be an advisor during introduction. Do not build up your prospect. Sometimes it's different. It's different. Upline, this is my downline. You know, upline, my downline is very successful in this business. He's very wealthy. Upline, please motivate my downline. Can you motivate him? He's more wealthier than your upline. Okay? Bridge must be an advisor. When advisor is talking to customer, bridge should never interrupt. See the position? You're the bridge, you're the center, your client, your prospect, and your upline. When your upline is talking to your prospect, you just nod. Do not interrupt. When your upline, you know, in this business, you will become wealthy, you will become multi-millionaire. I told you, you will become multi. I told him what to make me upline, but he doesn't want to listen. I told you, you listen to him. You know, if you're joining a global, you have a big chance to buy your own car. Yes, I told him that he will buy his own car. He doesn't listen to me. Don't do that. All you do is to, you know, because time will come, you will become the advisor. Are you with me? Okay. Advisors should be knowledgeable about the company, products, and marketing plan. Be enthusiastic and be excited and be sincere. Sincerity is very important. If you are not, even you're not good in talking, but if you're sincere, your heart is talking already. Are you with me? And last, apply the 24 to 48 hours rule. Follow your prospect and keep their excitement level high. As you have noticed, every time you're in the seminar room, we talk about positive things. But once you go home, positive, no positive sa house. Outside, all negatives. So you have to follow them up. Invite them to the next orientation and you have to dream.